Happy weekend, everyone. Welcome to CTI Market View. We'll be analyzing the Indian market and review the action in the global markets. Further, we'll also cover the charts of oil, gold, and the Indian rupee chart. I will also give you the sectoral snapshot of last week and what we can expect in the trending charts of for this week. With the festivities in India starting next month, we can also cover some charts which will directly benefit from the Indian festivals for the upcoming months. Well, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the like button, and you may also post your valuable comments in the comment section. So, let's begin the analysis for this week. Well, let's see what has the Nifty done on the daily chart. Well, as we had discussed exactly last week, that Nifty will face some good resistance in 19,750. So the same is visible exactly in this chart. You can see that Nifty did respect our analysis, and you can see that Nifty has faced a very good resistance over here in 19,750, and then it has taken a good support in the 21 DMA. So right now Nifty is ending the week on just slightly above the 21 DMA mark. And what can we expect Nifty from this week? Well, we can expect some sort of support. Nifty can retrace back to 19,500 levels before it can resume its fresh uptrend. So this is where Nifty will find some support somewhere around 19,500. Then it can take a fresh rally before taking the support over there. So let us see what has happened in the 15-minute chart. Well, in the 15-minute charts, you can see that 19,715 is being respected very properly. So this zone forms a very strong resistance for the Nifty now. So next week, we can expect that Nifty will take a very good support over here, and then it will start moving towards the upward trajectory. So now this current level of 19,700 forms a very strong support for the Nifty. So this is where all the price action is now going to take place. So this zone is going to act as a very important pivotal point. So this zone Nifty is expected to take a support and then go further up, and it might face some small hurdle over 19,800. Beyond that, it will start to resume its upward journey. So you can see this is the chart I am plotting right now, how it can go up. This is a perfect way in which Nifty can resume its upward rally. Or we can also there is a probability that where Nifty break downs this level of 19,700, you can see it will break down in a very good way, where it will take the further support to 19,500, take some good pullback reaction over here, and then break the support. So these are the two possible scenarios what can happen in Nifty right now. I'm not seeing the second case which is going to happen. So I can place my bets on the Nifty being long currently. So let us see how the things pan out, but this is the trend which I am foreseeing for the upcoming weeks. So in the first support, you can say 19,600 is a very good support for Nifty, and the next support will be 19,500 and 19,400. In the resistance zone, 19,800 is forming a very good resistance right now, followed by 19,900, and 20,900 will be the second. Will be the third resistance. Now let us see what the option chain analysis is revealing. Right now you can see there are equal number of call writers as well as equal number of put writers. So right now the market is pricing this into factor. So the trend can be moving anywhere around, because the option writers are active on both the call side as well as the put side. So coming to the bank Nifty, well, what the bank Nifty has done in the last week? Well, nothing. You could see there was a very flattish note. There is weakness in the bank Nifty. So the same support levels are still intact. 44,000 is the first support, and 43,350 would be the second support, and 43,255 would be the third support. On the resistance, 44,650 is a very good resistance. 44,950 is also the second resistance, and followed by 45,150. But given the weakness in chart, you can see a clear cut double top formation is there in the bank Nifty. So this is the double top formation which I've been talking about. This double top formation will reconfirm if Nifty break down this current support of 44,000. So you can see if the Nifty is breaking down like this, the double top formation for the Bank Nifty would be confirmed. So we need to wait and watch as to where the Bank Nifty is going right now. Right now, the Bank Nifty is taking a very crucial support at 44,000. So even in the option chain analysis, you can see predominantly the call raters are very active in the Bank Nifty option chain analysis. So we can expect some sort of weakness in the Bank Nifty for this week. Well, in the FI and the DI counter, you can see Indian domestic institutions have started to purchase good amount of healthy buying. You can see good participation in this counter, whereas the FIs are still continuously selling their holdings in the cash segment. Well, in the Nifty mid cap, you can see there is a slight amount of profit taking which is still happening in the cards, and you can see not big of a rally has resumed in the mid cap sector as well as in the small cap sector. So this is a small cap chart. You can see the chart is facing very good resistance. So it looks like profit booking is taking place in this counter. So now moving on to the US charts, you can see that weakness is still persistent in the US markets. So this zone, this trend line is now acting as a very good resistance, and the US markets are currently in a negative trend right now. The same is also reflected in Dow. There was some pullback rally which happened in the last week, but then the weakness is also continuing in the Dow as well. So this clearly indicates some weakness in the global markets as well. Well, one of our viewer requested that all the international charts can be discussed, so I have pasted all the charts over here. You can see that the first, which is the UK charts, the FTSE is also showing signs of weakness in the market, and the DAX, which is a German index, is not going anywhere. It is just consolidating in this sideways zone. So looks like further weakness in the European market as well. Well, coming to the Nikkei, there was a very good pullback rally which happened in the Nikkei last week. So it did rally. It's a very strong pullback rally, and this zone is now acting as a very good resistance. Now talking about the Kospi, which is our South Korean markets, so the trend is on sideways note. This zone, it's a very good resistance for the chart, and we can see that further weakness is going to continue in the South Korean chart. So having a look at the overall international picture, there is weakness in the international daily charts. So I think we are also not so different, and when the international, there is weakness in the international market, I don't think the Indian equities can rally positively. So looking at the currency chart, you can see that we are stuck in this zone. This zone it seems to be 83. We have been discussing this zone for quite a couple of weeks. The zone of $83 has not breached well. This zone is going to confirm where the trend of the Indian rupee chart is going to be. But looking at the global crude oil price, I might think that next week this there might be some breakout in the upside of this chart, and we are expecting that Indian currency might weaken to $85 in the near upcoming terms. So for the gold chart, you can see there was a very strong pullback rally in the gold chart, and now 1940 is a very strong resistance zone, and this zone is a very strong resistance zone for the gold to cross, but it will face a tough resistance over here, and looks like if this zone is not breached, then we can expect further fall in the gold chart as well. In the Brent oil chart, we did discuss that the Brent oil will take a very strong support at around $86, but it breached the support and then took a very strong support around $84, and now it has resumed its upward trend. Currently, it ended last week where at around $90, so there is strength coming back in the Brent oil. Well, to summarize the entire market, there is weakness in the Bank Nifty. The UK markets are appearing weak. The German market, the Nikkei, and the Kospi markets are also appearing weak. There was a pullback rally in the gold, but need to wait and watch the crucial resistance zone of gold. The Brent oil also there, it is hovering over a very crucial resistance zone beyond which the strength in the oil will be confirmed. The Nifty is moving sideways. The mid cap are also experiencing some profit booking. This small cap is also experiencing the same profit booking as a mid cap. The NASDAQ and Dow are all moving sideways, and the USD INR currency has not breached the important crucial level. So this is the market summary for last week. Well, reviewing the sectoral summary, there was weakness in the private banks, HDFC, ICC, Access, Kotak, Federal are all experiencing minor weakness. And there was weakness in the IT sector as well. Infi, HCL, Tech Mahindra, Wipro were all having weak charts. Even the pharma sector, Dr. Reddy, Cipla and Sun were all having very weak charts. The FMCG still continues to be weak. No big action in FMCG sector. The chemical stock, you can see that Tata Chemical is one chart which is turning out to be promising. We'll study the chart independently in our next slides. And in the paint sector, there is weakness in Asian Paints and Berger Paints. Looking at the auto sector, the Tata Motor chart, the Bajaj Auto and the Hero Motor charts are quite attractive now. You can see all these three charts are trading above the 21 DMA. So there is some good amount of positiveness which is happening in the auto sector. In the healthcare chart, the chart of Apollo Hospital was promising and Max Healthcare was also promising. In the travel segment, the Indian hotels and the lemon tree hotels are experiencing some amount of bullishness in these charts. Now, coming to the service sector, I was able to see very good positive action in the jewelry segment where Kalyan Jewelers and Titan are experiencing good rally last week. Well, moving on to the stock specific chart, let us have a review of the charts which we were discussing last week. The Balrampur Chini Mill is one of the sugar stocks which we were discussing last week. It's like it is headed for somewhere around 3 400 levels. So 400 levels will be a very good accumulating zone for Balrampur Chili Mills. Even some of the other sugar stocks are also experiencing weakness. So this zone of 400 will be a very good comfortable time to accumulate the sugar stock. Tata Chemical stock, they it respected our levels very well. We were discussing that 1000 would be a very good support level for Tata Chemicals. After that, the stock there was a sharp jump in the Tata Chemical stock, and now it is ending the week around 1035 levels. So no surprise that it can rally from here. It can rally. It might show some bullishness in this stock. It might again retest these levels of 110 before further resuming its uptrend. In the Tata Power chart, the chart is looking quite weak right now. It looks like it might take support somewhere around 238 levels. So this zone where I have plotted, it seems to be a very good support zone for Tata Power. So it will retest this particular level before it can resume its upward journey. So looks like good accumulation zone is going to be presented to us, and around 240 levels seems to be a very good accumulating point for Tata Power. For the Taj Hotel, there is good amount of bullishness in the Taj GVK hotels. You can see that this is confirming that bullishness is going to resume in this counter. So it is going to travel all the way up to this 275 levels before the stock is going to turn out really bullish. So next week we can see some very good action in the Taj GVK hotels. Well, in the jewelry segment, I was studying a couple of charts and I found this chart to be quite impressive one. So it has recently breached its resistance zone. Looks like there'll be some sort of a pullback in Tangamel jewelry somewhere around this zone. It can take a very good support over here and it can resume its upward trend. So look out for this particular zone where if you are able to get an entry or over this particular point, seems to be a very interesting chart since it has very recently broken its resistance barrier. So if it is taking a very good support over here, this chart seems to be very interesting for the upward momentum. So that's a wrap for this week analysis. I hope you enjoyed the content. So kindly stay tuned for more upcoming analysis on a regular basis. Also have a good weekend. Thank you.